Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 11 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this one complete to Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. On 1st and 10, McCarthy. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs hit 12-1 now to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And some room to roam now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Here's Cook again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Back to the ground, Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defense.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kene Nwangu, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 47 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come into his direction.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Nwangu. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun. McCarthy drops this off with Nwangu. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, McCarthy. Open man is Myers. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. High throw, but he makes the catch. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mahomes now on first down, escaping the pressure right, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January. And
I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. This taken in at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. McCarthy. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Trying the power game with Ham. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. McCole Hardman. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Fields it right around the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Rolling to his right. And this will be caught at the 30. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. McCole Hardman halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Off the play fake. McCarthy. He'll find Nwangu underneath. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Handoff here to Nwangu. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He wants it all for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Naylor, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Kansas City starting a drive, hoping to utilize the speed of that man, Mecole Hardman. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest. I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this offense on third down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. McCarthy. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at half,